Hey everybody, Didkaz here again. Today I am bringing you in this newest video the 2025 edition of my yearly full year anime tier list and ranking. We've got 65 shows this year, 3 of which actually originally started in fall 2024 and finished up in winter 2025 season. Some of those, like carryovers, is how we ended up with an odd number of shows, even though I watch an even number of shows each individual season. I do feel like I've already said my piece about each of these shows in their specific seasonal ranking videos, so I'm going to try to not really yap about these shows a whole bunch and just kind of give the name of it and put it in its ranking, although I might not be able to stop myself with some of these shows that I'm a little bit more passionate about, either positively or negatively. I don't want this intro to keep dragging on for too long, so we're going to just get right into it. Starting with the winter 2025 shows and those 3 shows that I mentioned that originally aired in fall 2024 with their first core, we're starting with Shangri-La Frontier Season 2, and that show is an S rank for me. Next up, we have Tying the Knot with an Amagami Sister. This show, though not as good as Shangri-La Frontier in my opinion, I did still really enjoy. I'd watch it if there's more of it in the future. I don't know if there's going to be. This one's an A rank. In the last show that originally aired in fall 2024 and finished in winter 2025, we have ReZero Season 3, probably one of my all-time favorites right now, and this is certainly an S rank, even though not that many episodes that I remember aired in this winter season. Next on the list, we have the series that kind of got people mad at me online because of my opinions about it, but we have Solo Leveling Season 2, and although this part of the story is the best part of the story from the webtoon from whenever I read it, and it is very well animated. Again, I don't think the characters are that interesting, and there are just better shows this season, or this year in general, so this one is a C rank. Moving on to Peak Harem Romcom with the second season of the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You. I really love this show a lot, and it is an A rank. Next on the list, we have The Red Ranger Becomes an Adventurer in Another World. Though not a top tier show this year, it is still really good, and it's going to be a B rank. Next on the list, we have Unnamed Memory Season 2, a show that's first season had me almost ready to really rage all over the place. I did get a little mad and almost ranted on Twitter, but then I ended up doing a little bit of research, spoiling myself on the beginning of Season 2 and the fact that there was a whole second half of the storyline, but I didn't get spoiled on the very ending, which was a little strange. The show was still really good. It's an A rank. Next up, we have I'm Getting Married to a Girl I Hate in My Class. This was another rom-com series. This is another A rank. Next up, we have I Left My A rank party to help my former students reach the dungeon depths. I enjoyed both cores of this show, and the ending left a little bit to be desired. I was a little sad with it, but I do hope that there is more to this story because it seems like there should be more to tell. This is also an A rank for me. The next show is Okitsura Fell in Love with an Okinawan Girl, but I Just Wish I Knew What She's Saying. A super cute, funny, fun, and sometimes educational series. This slice of life kind of romance, maybe rom-com, I guess, a little bit, series was, again, really, really good, and it's another A rank. Next on the list, we have Beheneko, the elf girl's cat is secretly an S-rank monster. This was the first show on the year that I watched that aired on High Dive, and it is a B rank for me. Next up, we have Madaka Kuroiwa is Impervious to My Charms. We're going back to another rom-com, and we're going back to another A rank. Next up, we have Zenshu, this MAPPA series that I think might have been an original anime. I thought was really cool, and the ending sets up to where you could have a sequel series that I would actually kind of like to see MAPPA maybe explore, that's more of like a slice-of-life series with all these fantasy characters in the real world now that they've somehow made their way there. Again, I think it would be a really fun concept. It'll probably never happen, but it'd be cool. This show's a B rank. Next on the list, we have I May Be a Guild Receptionist, but I'll solo any boss to clock out on time. I thought this show was fun. I thought it was pretty good, but there are a lot of better shows this year. This show maybe could have had a little bit better animation. This one is a C rank for me. Next up, we have Honey Lemon Soda. This was a slice of life romance series that was pretty sweet, and I really, really enjoyed it a lot. Surprisingly, I mean, maybe surprisingly to some people, I actually have this one as an S rank. Next up, we have Ameku MD Doctor Detective. One of the weirder shows that I watched earlier in the year, but very, very entertaining. This show is an A rank. Next up, we have Bogus Skill Fruit Master. About that time, I became able to eat unlimited numbers of skill fruits that kill you. This was a very fun fantasy series. Maybe, again, could have had a little bit better animation, but the story was really good. The characters are great. It's another A rank. And the last show of Winter 2025, we have Even Given the Worthless Appraiser class, I'm actually the strongest. We got another fantasy show here. I enjoyed this show a lot. It's another A rank. I'm also looking forward to more of this in the future. Next up, we have Spring 2025, and we're starting with Fire Force Season 3. I still have to watch the second half of this season, the second core, which ends the whole show. I am really looking forward to that. What I did watch of this was an S rank. Next up, we have Windbreaker Season 2, and following right along behind Fire Force, this one is also an S rank. This is one of my favorite new series out there. At some point, I'm probably going to read the manga. Great fights. Awesome show. Love the characters. Let's keep it coming. Next up, we have Please Put Them On Takamine-san. The show maybe could have used a little bit better animation, but the character designs are really great. It is a little bit naughty, as it is by an author who I'm pretty sure was pretty well. He started out as a hentai artist. So, yeah, it's got a lot of really good fan service. Decently entertaining show. I've read a lot of the manga as well. It's a B rank. Next on the list, we have the Shiunji Family Children. A little bit of a different harem rom-com show. This one is going back up into the A rank. Next on the list, we have Mobile Suit Gundam G-Quux, the first show of the year that I watched that aired on Amazon Prime. I always love Gundam shows. I don't think this show is quite as good as Witch from Mercury, in my opinion, but it's still really, really good, and it is definitely an S rank. Next on the list, we have Bye Bye Earth Season 2. I really liked Season 1 until the very end when I was kind of disappointed, and I really didn't like Season 2 at all, and I kind of wish I would have just dropped it after the first couple episodes when I first thought about dropping it. This one is a D rank. Next up, we have My Hero Academia Vigilantes. It's funny because I actually just finished watching Season 2 of Vigilantes right before I started recording this video. I think Season 1 is better than Season 2 in my opinion, but we'll go into that a little more detail when I make my Winter 2026 video here in a few days. This first season, though, it's an A rank. Next up, we have The Brilliant Healer's New Life in the Shadows. Another really cool fantasy series, a really cool, overpowered healing character who can also throw hands with the best of them. This one's an A rank. Next on the list, we have Witch Watch. Both cores aired in 2025. Both cores were excellent. Good animation, great characters. Love this show. One of my favorite shows of the year. It's an S rank. Next on the list, we have Teogonia, the show that surprisingly is technically an isekai because it didn't really show it in any of the previews that I watched for it, but I really enjoyed this show a lot. It is also an A rank. Next is The Too Perfect Saint, tossed aside by my fiancé and sold to another kingdom. An incredibly wholesome show, some pretty decent animation, really good characters. I liked this show a lot. If it would work to have more of it, I would definitely watch it. If not, it ended pretty well. This is an A rank. Next on the list, we have The Beginning After the End, a show that a lot of people hated on, saying the animation was really bad. I think part of it was people comparing stuff to the webtoon or manhwa, whatever exactly it was. I haven't read the original source material, but I overall enjoyed this series. I don't think the animation was as bad as people were making it out to be, but there were a lot of really, really good shows this season, so this is going to be a C rank for me. Next up, we have Can a Boy-Girl Friendship Survive? This show ends up saying that it, in fact, can survive and thrive. I would have been happy with either of the girls that were love interests in this show being the one they ended up with. I'm assuming that there isn't any more to this storyline. If there is, I would watch it. But again, really good. This one's an S rank. Next on the list, we have I'm the Evil Lord of an Intergalactic Empire. I enjoyed this show a lot. I thought it was fun. Maybe could have used a little bit better animation at times, but the mechs were really cool. It was really, really funny. This is an A rank. And the final show from spring 2025 that actually aired its second core in summer 2025, we have Summer Pockets, a show that I pretty well ranted about how much I disliked it, especially in the summer season video. So if you really want to see a lot of in-depth talk about a show that I did not like, Summer Pockets, summer season 2025, a little bit in spring 2025 video. This is definitely a D rank. Moving on to summer 2025, the first show from that season is Dandadan Season 2. Didn't like this one quite as much as Season 1, really because I didn't like Gigi. Again, that's all right though. Still really good, still definitely an S rank. Next up on the list, we have My Dress Up Darling Season 2. I really enjoyed this show a lot. I had to binge the first season because I wanted to be caught up before this one aired, and then I ended up not all caught up with anime, so I had to binge this one whenever I was watching it. But I really liked it a lot. I liked a lot of the new characters they introduced. I think they actually kicked the animation up a notch from the first season. It just was so smooth. This is another S rank. Keeping the incredibly solid shows coming, we have Kaiju number 8 Season 2. Again, super good show. I love big monsters, big fights like that. It's super flashy. Love this show. It's yet another S rank. And the hits keep coming in summer's 2025 season with I Was Reincarnated as the Seventh Prince So I Can Take My Time Perfecting My Magical Ability Season 2. Once again, despite it being reincarnated in the name, technically this show is not an isekai because he's reincarnated in the exact same world. Isekai implies a different world, same world, just a reincarnation story. Super fun show, super flashy, great animation, great characters, funny, cool, great magic system. We want to see more. This is another S rank. Next up, we have The Rising of the Shield Hero Season 4. A show that had a really great first season, a mediocre second season, improved in the third season, I think improved even further here in the fourth season, and this is an A rank. Following up one Season 4 with another Season 4, we have Rent a Girlfriend Season 4. Another show that gets a lot of hate from people, especially because of the main character who a lot of people can't stand. I really love this show a lot. I want to see it keep coming. Eventually, I'm probably going to read the manga. This is yet another A rank. This time we go from one harem rom-com to another with A Couple of Cuckoos Season 2, a show that at some point, even if I don't watch the whole thing in English, I do intend to watch at least some highlights of it in English because I want to see how the voice actress of the new character from it, how she does, because she's voiced by my Kami Oshi, the VTuber Bao the Whale, and I love her a lot. Her content is great, and I'm sure based off of everything else she does that she does a great job here. I just really would like to actually hear it for myself at some point when I have the time to watch some of those parts. I might just rewatch the whole series in English though, I don't know. Anyways, this show is also an A rank. Another Season 2 on the list, we have Reborn as a Vending Machine, I Now Wander the Dungeon Season 2. Maybe not quite as enjoyable as the first season for me. It's still really good. I am looking forward to seeing the rest of it here. And this is another A rank. Next on the list, we have Watari-kun's Blank is About to Collapse. This was a show that after its first core here, I really liked it. But the second core I thought was a lot weaker because I didn't like Satsuki. Again, I go into that a little bit more detail in the previous seasonal ranking video. It kind of took this down probably quite a few ranks for me. This show ended up being a C rank for me. Next up, we have Gachi Akuda, a show that honestly, the way this whole thing played out, I'm a little surprised I didn't have it ranked high enough to put it in S rank, but I really didn't want to flood S rank with way too many shows. This show is going to be an A rank for me. I enjoyed it a lot. I am looking forward to season 2. The next show on the list is Clevites. This is another show that has a season 2 coming up here real soon. I did enjoy this one a lot. This show is also an A rank. This show is also dark as shit. Next on the list, we have another isekai series, as there are a lot, because I do like the isekai slop, as people like to call it, because they're haters. They just hate what's popular. The Water Magician. This show is really, really good. It is amazing animation, some really interesting storylines here, cool characters. Want to see more? This is another A rank. Next on the list, we have a super cute, super well animated fantasy series in Secrets of the Silent Witch. This show is also an A rank. Next on the list, we have Suyokute New Saga. This was a really cool, another reincarnation type fantasy series, although arguably, I guess you could almost make the argument that it's an isekai series, because it's like kind of a different he goes back in time. I don't know if it becomes a different world at that point. It depends on how you really argue it. I would say it is not an isekai because it is still his world. He just kind of changed. It's a different branching thing. I don't know. I would say it's not. Some people would probably argue with me on that. I liked this show a lot. It's another A rank. Next on the list, we have Dealing with Mikadono Sisters is a Breeze. This was another rom-com series, a little bit lighter on the romance than other ones. I really enjoyed this show a lot. It had a unique art style to the, character design style to it, I should say. This was yet another A rank. The next show on the list is Betrothed to My Sister's Ex. This is another romance series with a little bit of comedy, but I think it is a lot more on the romance side, not really a rom-com, so to speak. It's also a fantasy series. It is very, very good, and this show is also an A rank. Next up, we have Turkey, Time to Strike. The show that I thought was going to be cute girls doing cute things, and those cute things being bowling competitively, ended up being a weird time-traveling show with a little bit of action to it, kind of a weird slice-of-life thing. Very, very strange show, but it was entertaining. It was well animated, but overall, it isn't like the top type tier things. This is going to be a B rank for me. Next show on the list is Onmyo Kaiten Rebirth Verse. Another pretty flashy show. Some absolute banger music in this series a lot there. A little bit of a weird storyline to it. The ending was a little strange, made me a little uncomfortable. But it was still a decent show. This one is a B rank. Next on the list is one of the last shows I added for this season. We have Tougen Anki. This was another show that did have both of its cores in 2025, with its second core airing in fall. I really liked both cores. I really liked this show a lot. It is another A rank. And the final show that started in summer 2025, this one also finished in fall 2025, we have Solo Camping for Two. It's a very wholesome show, an educational show. It just overall doesn't hold up compared to some of the other shows, in my opinion. I could see where some other people who really, really like slice of life romance series that are like really, really chill and low, kind of a little bit lower key, might like this show a lot more than others. Again, I did still really enjoy this show, but it's just going to be a B rank for me. And finally, we're on to the fall 2025 season. We're starting with One Punch Man Season 3, another series that I feel like people kind of made a bigger deal out of the animation being not good. A bigger deal than it needed to be. It wasn't nearly as bad, in my opinion, as people made it sound like online, but it still definitely could have been better. This is a very popular series, so there's kind of no reason that it doesn't get a better budget for its animation. It should be up there with like something like a Solo Leveling in terms of the quality of its animation, realistically. But it isn't. Still, overall, I did enjoy this. I didn't realize that technically it's actually a second core. I thought that it was a whole nother season. But I also don't understand why this core aired in 2025 and the second core of season 3. Doesn't air until 2027. It should just be considered a whole different season at that point. It's 2 years difference. Regardless, where it's at right now, it's a C rank. Next up is Spy Family Season 3. This show has been great since it started. It's kind of crazy to think that we're already at 3 seasons. I do still need to watch the movie. I might try to watch it this coming weekend when I'm at a convention with my buddy. I don't know, but this is going to be an S rank. Next on the list, we have Tales of Wedding Rings Season 2, the show that has the crazy large, wide key art. I really enjoy this show a lot. I like the manga. I think it's a very fan servicey show, but it's got some cool action to it. It's got some really cool lore. Like it a lot. This one is an A rank, and I hope that they do a season 3 to kind of finish up the storyline. Next on the list is My Status as an Assassin Obviously Exceeds the Heroes. This show has a very unique art style. I like it a lot. It's one of those shows that doesn't quite make the cut into S rank for me personally, but it is going to be a higher A rank. To be honest, I feel like everything, like the first 5 shows in A rank, I could have made an argument, and I really did almost put all 5 of those shows into S rank, but it just seemed like that would have just been a little too many. I guess when comparing to how many I have in A rank, it's not that bad, but A rank is where like most shows obviously sit for me. Next show on the list, we have My Gift Level 9999 Unlimited Gacha. Backstabbed in a backwater dungeon, I'm out for revenge. Another really cool fantasy series, and it's yet another A rank. Next on the list, we have My Friend's Little Sister Has It In For Me. This was a fun and funny rom-com show, but again, there were just a lot of really good ones this year. This one's going to be a B rank for me. Next on the list, we have Dusk Beyond the End of the World. Honestly, the way this show started, I thought this show was going to potentially be an S rank, or at least be like a pretty high A rank, but it really dropped the ball in the end. Again, I go into a little more detail in my fall video, but it ended up being a C rank for me, as good as the animation is in it, and as cool as some of the characters are. Just the story didn't play out in a way that I enjoyed. Next on the list, we have My Awkward Senpai. This slice-of-life romance series was very, very enjoyable. Doesn't have a really great opening theme song. The ending theme song was just okay, but overall quality of animation was good. This is another A rank. Next up, we have The Banished Court Magician Aims to Become the Strongest. Another pretty cool fantasy series that probably could have used a little bit more detailed animation at times, especially in its combat sequences, but the characters are good. The world is really cool the way they build up there. It's a really interesting storyline in my opinion, and this is another A rank. Next show on the list is Chitose is in the Ramune Bottle. If I was just going off animation alone, this show would probably be S tier, but overall, just the story was not as good and intriguing to me as a lot of the other shows on this list. I am interested to see where the second season goes here soon, but this first season is going to be a B rank for me. Next up is Alma-chan Wants to Be a Family. One of the most adorable shows of the season. I loved this show a lot. It was really funny. Again, maybe not the best animation, but the characters were just so cute that it made up for it. It was a really good show. This one's a very high A rank. And finally, we have Sanda. Again, another one of those shows that is very, very weird. This show probably would have been pushing for an S rank as well, if not for me really not liking how they killed off the one character at the end. Again, left kind of a bad taste in my mouth, took this one down a few ranks for me, but super interesting, really cool designs, really smooth animation, some cool fight sequences in it. I'd like to see more of it. This one is still an A rank. And there you have my tier list for all of the shows that I watched that released in the year 2025. I did find out later that it actually kind of worked out that I was a bit behind, specifically for Chitose is in the Ramune bottle, because I didn't realize, obviously because I wasn't watching it as it aired, that it was delayed. So what is it? I think episodes 6 through 10 didn't air until December 2025, and the last 3 episodes all aired back to back, actually just this past March. So that being the case, I wouldn't have wanted to wait for that to air in order to do my fall ranking video before. So I would have been ranking it based off of just its first, maybe 10 episodes. I mean, yeah, it would have had to have been 10 episodes, because I wouldn't have been able to have those last 3, and it might have affected my opinion on it overall at that point. As always, I am also going to include the numerical ranking of all of these shows here for people that would like to see it broken down that way and see exactly where I place these. It is in order based off of how they are within these tiers here. As always, I hope everybody enjoyed this video, and that if you did, you'll give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and maybe drop a comment. Tell me what you think about how I rank these shows. If you think anything really should have been ranked higher or lower, go ahead and complain about where I put Solo Leveling, or beginning after the end should have been a D rank, or maybe shouldn't even been on the list. Or if there's any shows that you think I really missed out on from watching in 2025 that maybe I need to try to find time once I'm all caught up to go ahead and watch. As of releasing this video, I'm actually just now, I've got a couple more shows left in winter 2026. I was hoping to be into spring by now, but some other stuff has come up in my life and kind of put me behind a little bit here, but I should be finishing them up here in the next day or two, and then moving into spring. So instead of being into summer whenever I go to a convention later in the week after I release this video, I'll still be watching spring stuff, but hopefully I can be at least most of the way done and finish those by the, early the following week, and then be into summer and get all caught up within a week and a half from that point, to where I can hopefully get these other videos released and be all caught up on content. Once I am caught up on all these shows and caught up on this content, I am going to get back into streaming, which is mostly video gameplay, although I do also do all my watch lists. Typically, when I'm caught up, I will stream those as well, watching all the previews with anybody that wants to watch them with me, and maybe make your list while you're at it. So if you're interested in something like that, that's at Twitch, at twitch.tv/Ditkaz. That's Ditkaz. Thanks as always for watching, everybody, and have a great day.